On the one hand, number 29 seems like it's going to be really hard. We have a confusing graph, we've got a long story, a weird equation. But if you're smart, you know to just get back to basics. Right? What is this really about? Well, the picture gives it away. It's a line. And the equation gives it away. It's a line. Right? So what do we have here? We have a y equals mx plus b equation. It doesn't matter that the numbers are messy. It's a y equals mx plus b equation. So what do we learn? We learn that m is 0.096, which is the slope. And we learn that b is negative 0.488, which is the y-intercept. And remember, these ideas, when we have a story, start to maybe take on a little bit different vocabulary. We remember that y-intercepts are basically starting points, starting values, and slopes are things like change or a rate. So let's go to the choices and let's see if the number matches up with our expectations. So in choice A, each year between 1940 and 2010, the average increase in minimum wage was $0.096. Well, that's the slope, and increase is a slopey word, right? It's an increase, the line's going up, and it's a positive slope, so that seems to make sense. So I would say, yeah, that sounds like it matches. Let's keep going. Each year between 1940 and 2010, the average increase in minimum wage was $0.49. Well, I don't know why that number is even there. It's not in the choices at all, so I would just get rid of it. I have no idea what that has anything to do with anything, so it's gone. C, every 10 years between 1940 and 2010, the average increase in minimum wage was $0.096. Well, that also has a lot of our magic words and matches up the numbers correctly, so that seems to work. Let's look at D, and then we'll compare A and C. Every 10 years between 1940 and 2010, the average increase in minimum wage was $0.488. Well, no, because $0.488 is our starting value, not our increase. It's not a slope, it's a y-intercept, so that doesn't work. Now narrow your focus. What's different between these two choices? Choice A says each year we have a change of 0.096, and choice C says every 10 years we have a change of 0.096. Now I know why choice C would be tempting, because the graph only has a scale of every 10. But remember, we can learn about the slope based on the variable that it's attached to, in this case, this x. What is x? It is the years, the individual years since 1940. So if we plug 1 in for x, we're not getting 1950, we're getting 1941. So A is the answer because it's not about the decades, it's about each year. Don't let the scale confuse you, especially on harder questions near the ends of the sections. They're going to try to use the scale to mess with you. Here, x is just the number of years, so the slope is exactly as we would expect. Hopefully you didn't get trapped by that, but bigger picture is a lot of stuff that seems really hard. If it's about lines, we're just thinking y equals mx plus b, and suddenly it all makes sense. Trust the process.